Good morning to you. I'm Jeff Slakey, and we continue great conversations here today. And now with Director of the Mason County Economic Development Council, it's Lynn Longan. Good morning, Lynn. How you doing?
Good morning. Good.
Nice to see you here on a nice start to the week here after a good weekend.
Yeah.
And the EDC, always busy. You can find them at choosemason.com, also on the social medias with the Twitter and the Facebook as well. We'll link to these interviews that we do on the website as well. So you've got some stuff coming out this week that people are looking ahead to.
We do. So we commissioned a business demographic study. It's actually the third one. It was one that was done in the early 80s, and we are updating it. We thought we need to look and see what's going on with our county, what's going on with our businesses, where are the businesses, are they inside the urban growth area, are they outside, what are the impacts that the Growth Management Act has had on us. We finally got a draft copy of it, and we will be releasing it on Friday.
Okay.
Right now, my board of directors is reviewing it, and we'll see if they have any big comments before we release it to the public. So Friday it'll be released. And then we're going to do, sorry, I'm looking at my notes. We're going to do a public meeting on it on May 10th. So
okay.
Jim Mooney from Desco Consulting out of Indiana is the one who has completed this study for us. And he's going to be in town. We're going to have a public meeting. He will be there to answer any questions that the public has about how he put the data together, how he came to conclusions, all of that stuff. And then, and I don't know where that's going to be. The location's going to be decided. We're trying to get that scheduled right now. But from 1:30 to 3 on May 10th. In the meantime, we're taking all public comment on this study.
How long was this ongoing for, and what were some? I mean, did he go to every business in the book, or
no? It was really complicated, and it was a lot harder than we thought it was going to be. So I kept telling people, "Oh, we're going to have it out in the next 2 months." I finally quit telling them when we're going to have it out because what happened was we needed to get every single business location in Mason County, and that is extremely difficult, if not impossible. We finally got it from several different sources. I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement with the Department of Employment Security, and we got a list of the businesses, but we can aggregate that information. We can't give out those addresses or any of the information from it. So that's the way we did it. It took months and months and months to get that into place. We kept hitting roadblocks. People at the Employment Security Department kept telling us, no, we can't give you that. The Department of Revenue, they gave us one list, but it wasn't what we needed. It was a list with so many of them that weren't even in business anymore.
Oh.
And so, yeah.
Huh.
It was, we took that list, we took the employment security list, we melded them, and then we weeded through them. It took a lot of time. It was a much more complicated process than I thought it was going to be.
I mean, it's not just going down and counting the storefronts on Coda.
It's not. We have a lot of businesses that are home-run businesses, cottage industries. We tried to kind of take those out and say what we're really wanting to know is the business, the larger businesses, the businesses that aren't in the urban growth area and that are maybe grandfathered in for what they're doing. Those are the biggest impacts on the Growth Management Act, because that's what started these issues, are some of those businesses that couldn't expand.
Right.
And we still have them. We still have businesses that are outside of the urban growth area that started as a very small mom and pop shop, and they've grown, and they can't grow any further because of where they're at.
What do you think the citizens who will be able to look through this, what will they kind of take away from this, and then how will that help the EDC moving forward?
I think that one of the things that's going to come out of this is we can look at, say, where should we be focusing our energy as far as recruitment goes,
right?
As far as setting policy in the county. I think that's going to help quite a bit. So now we have data, and data can be a really good thing. Sometimes it seems like it could be stifling, but it's data, and it needs to help inform our decision making as we go forward. So I'm excited about having that data. I'm excited to see, how the board and how the community reacts and how we move forward with our policy setting. How do the commissioners look at policy?
I was just going to bring that up. So you have a public meeting, but I would imagine before too long you'll be talking to the commissioners,
Yes.
the city commissioners, county
Yes.
commissioners.
Yes, they will all get copies of this, and they will have, I'm also setting up some private appointments with Jim Mooney when he comes to town too. Some one-on-ones for
Sure.
policymakers.
Very interesting. Well, a long time in the works, but a good piece of information coming forth Friday, you said, and people will
Yes.
be able to get that on the website, choosemason.com. I'm sure we'll link to it on our site as well. Additionally, through the rest of April, anything going on with the EDC before we move into the May? And you've got your thing out at the Ridge, your appreciation for...
Yes, in May 25th.
Is that what it is?
Yes, May 25th, we're going to have our customer appreciation day up at the Ridge Motorsports Park. It'll be our third one. Gets bigger every year. Lots of fun. Karen's working hard on getting all that, the details in place.
Another great one there up at the Ridge. 426-2276, the phone number for the Economic Development Council of Mason County, also located just a block up the road at 310 West Coda Street in downtown Shelton now, their new locations. And we'll link to this interview and put the links to the social media for the Mason County EDC. Well, we look forward to the results there Friday,
Yes.
and then we'll digest them and talk a little bit more about them on Monday.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Lynn.
Thank you.